Hey everybody, Adam Savage at Propstore in London with Stephen Lane. How are you, sir?
Great to see you again, dude.
Really good
Welcome
to see
back.
you.
Welcome back.
Thank you. We have two pieces from one of my all-time favorite movies, and this one's in the upcoming auction, and this one's from your personal collection. Is that right?
That's correct. Yes, yeah, absolutely.
This is fabulous. Let's start with this guy.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me, this is Belloq's
Paul
staff.
Freeman staff. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a phenomenal thing that it actually still exists today in private hands. This has actually come to the auction directly from Howard Kazanjian,
Who was one of the producers
on the film.
Yeah.
So I think that probably speaks to the current condition of it. It's just so in such beautiful condition, isn't it, really?
It's almost perfect. I can see maybe a little wear spots where maybe it leaned.
Stood in the corner for a little while for
Exactly.
how many years? 1981?
But I mean, the heads are all absolutely perfect.
And I'm assuming this will be a vacuum metallizing process. It will be comparable to something like the C3PO heads that were produced, etc.
I think you're exactly right. It was sputtered and then a clear lacquer over it to create a little color. And you and I were saying off camera, it seems to all be on John Hammond's cane from Jurassic Park.
It really does, doesn't it? It's like an oversized version, isn't it? It's it's an exceptional thing. I think it's, as I say, in wonderful condition. I think maybe at the tail end of it, it's perhaps got a little dink or chip. Yeah, I think we just lost a little bit again. This is probably just where it stood over the years, and it looks like maybe just is it a resin material there with a metal core through the center of it?
It looks like it, yeah.
Because you're going to need that, aren't you, really, to support it?
Well, because it's not light. I think this weighs 4 or 5 pounds. It's got a real heft to it, and also, I mean, you guys get so many iconic pieces, but this one, like, this is the photo of Belloq just before all hell breaks, literally all hell breaks loose. I hadn't thought of that, but it is all hell.
It literally hell breaks loose. I mean, it's the face melting scene that everybody remembers so vividly, isn't it? The power of the staff and the arc is revealed at that one moment, isn't it?
Well, and that's a perfect segue to the second piece here, which is of a piece here, which is one of the ghosts from that reveal. Am I right?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm pretty certain that ILM shot these using a water tank, if I'm right. I think they had something like an 8-foot by 5-foot water tank, and they just basically dipped them into the water tank and then swished them around, literally using the sort of rod effect here.
I mean, and this is like a bit of 440 all thread. I happen to know.
I knew that.
And it's a beautiful puppet. It really. I was actually shooting some slow-mo on my phone just to see how it moves, and it's so evocative.
It is. It is. I think this is like silk, is it maybe?
It looks torn silk.
And is some of this weighted as well? I haven't actually handled this for years. Maybe there's some weight. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little weight in the front
some weights in there as well. Great detailing on the face here too. And they had two sizes of these. So this is, I think the majority of the sequences were shot with this sort of size, but they had a larger scale one that went up from this as well, which, if I remember rightly, came to auction about 10 years ago, maybe something along those lines. So probably for that very detailed shot.
Right.
But then I'm assuming that they would have had actors as well in costume for that, because there was some facial movement
there was
there
some
as well.
facial movement.
Yeah, so it's gone to live action at the same time.
So then this one would have likely been one of the more distant shots of a full ghost coming out of the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah, I think they were created by Steve Gawley. I think he's credited for.
Steve Gawley was my first supervisor at ILM.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. I love also, he looks a little like a musketeer when you get to see his face up close. Really? Don't you think? It's a little like D'Artagnan going on?
Well, I had never thought of that, but yeah, now you've mentioned it, I'm not going to be able to unsee it, I don't think.
So given that you have access and so many wonderful pieces pass through your hands, what was it that drove you to put this in your personal collection?
I don't know. I mean, Raiders of the Lost Ark, it is one of those films, you know, and I felt like I had to have something. I'm so Star Wars heavy with my personal collection, as you know, and it just felt like something that was small but really truly representative of the movie as well, and the effects were so groundbreaking for the time. I think it was one of the things that led to sort of one of the first ILM Oscars, wasn't it? I mean,
ILM's waterwork is so iconic, like their cloud tank stuff they did for Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And I love the idea of these being puppeted underwater and then composited in to be the ghosts coming out.
Yeah. And I mean, you can see why they've done it, because even with the slow-mo effect, it would be quite hard to get that nice fluidity to everything. And obviously, sort of elements of it defy gravity as well, don't they? So you've got to introduce that into the effect shot as well. So it's super clever. I mean, really, if you think how much would be spent today probably on a digital shot for doing something like that by comparison to building a puppet on a stick.
You got to do it practically, man.
You got to do it practically.
And there's also this way in which, as soon as you hear it's from Raiders, you know exactly what scene it's from. and it reveals all that, the practical magic of filmmaking.
Yes.
Right? You go, oh, I see. Right?
That's literally inside your brain, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. And oh wait, that's it. This is held in there safely. What a great pairing of pieces to bring these together. I don't know if they were ever on set together. They probably weren't. This is shot on set, and this is done in studio.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I mean, this is a magnificent thing, though, isn't it? Again, truly evocative and emotive. It's so connected to that film, isn't it? And it just, I mean, I think for any indie fan, certainly instantly recognizable.
It's an incredible piece. I feel so lucky to have an audience with it. Oh, this is so exciting, Stephen. There we go. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure.
What a pleasure.
Thank you guys so much for watching that video. We have some brand new merch available at the store. A dog's age ago, I mean like 2018, 2019, this wonderful graphic designer named Brian Arterer reached out to us and sent us some stickers. He has a design firm called Dash 3 Dots, and we loved his stickers so much we wanted to sell them on the merch store. Well, he updated them with our new logo, and we've got Adam in the Martian spacesuit sticker. We've got Adam in the shuttle suit sticker. We've got Adam in the Apollo suit sticker. And my personal favorite, Adam in the alien spacesuit sticker. Get yours now, tested-store.com. Hey!